Hello. My name is Ragan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I woke up this morning and I was like, let's put on some sweatpants and just make a list of things that I loved and hated in the books I read this year and pass out some awards. Nobody asked for this, but I felt compelled to make it, and so I'm sharing it with you here today. Disclaimer, if I say something about a book that you really like and I, for whatever reason, dislike it, please don't take it personally. It's just my opinion that nobody asked for, and it's fine. It's just a book. They're all made up characters anyway, so let's just dive right in, shall we? We're gonna go kind of snappy. I have 26 awards to pass out. I know it's a random number. I tried to do 22 for 2022, and then it moved up to 25. Then we made our way to 26, okay? I've cut it short though. Let's get going. The first award that I have to hand out is for Best Book Husband, and without a doubt that goes to Daddy Wrath in Kingdom of the Feared. We love a devil daddy. Yeah, would marry him, would have his children. The next award we have to pass out is for Best Side Character. And this is surprising because I didn't think I would come to really care about this character, but that would be Elide Loken in Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. I really like the arc that we're going with her, and she's kind of a underrated character, like just kind of lurking in the back in the book prior to this, and now we're building up something with her and I'm enjoying it, so I'm excited to see where she goes in this world after Empire of Storms. For Most Evil Villain, without a doubt, that award goes to King Midas in Gild, Glint, Gleam, and Glow, this whole series by Raven Kennedy. I've talked about this forever. I'll link a video up above where I review the whole series. Evil, horrible man. Sticking in the Plated Prisoner world, for Best Character Arc, I have to give that award to Auron in Gleam. I just loved seeing how she came out of the situation that she was in and really took ownership of who she is and her powers, and yeah, amazing. I thought that was fantastically done by the author. The character that I would want to grab a coffee with sometime, sit down, have a chat, is without a doubt Manon in Queen of Shadows and obviously Empire of Storms, which follows this book. Just, she's the sassy evil witch and I just adore her. She's amazing. So yeah, would get a coffee with her. For Most Annoying Character, this is an unaward. I have a tie. The first award for annoying character goes to Lou in Serpent and Dove. Could she have been more obvious that she was a witch while she was being hunted and could have been burned at the stake? No, she could not have been more obvious. Dumb. Couldn't stand her. And then we also have Mercy in The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, purely because she acted like a petulant child and she's a 30-year-old woman. Could not relate to her, didn't care. The Best Character Award goes to, and this was difficult, but I can't deny it, okay? It goes to Selena Sardothian? Selena Sardothian? I'm not sure. How do you say her last name? Anyway, in Throne of Glass, the whole series, although she did annoy me in Empire of Storms, which I haven't reviewed yet, I will get to it. I just didn't like the way that she was hiding things and keeping really major political moves from her allies and her friends and her partner. I was like, why are you just not sharing your ideas? Like, let's all collaborate and maybe we'll be successful with collaboration. Anyway, you know, Sarah J. Maas, she does a great job with her characters. I love Selena. Moving on to some elements about books I liked, the Best Ending Award goes to my baby, The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. I cannot wait for the sequel to come out. I was going to do like a Give Me the Sequel Now award, but that kind of plays into Best Ending, and this book would have won both of them. If you haven't read the series, this duology, it's becoming a trilogy, you need to get on it. Really, please get on it. The third book comes out in September. On the flip side, the Worst Ending Award goes to A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. Yikes. The epilogue should not have been there. It was so out of place. So out of place. Someone told me that they thought it was possibly going to be like bonus content, and then the publisher was like, oh, just throw it in. I don't know. Whatever the case, it shouldn't have been there. It ruined the whole story. Didn't care for it. For Best World Building, this was difficult, but I can't not give this to Sarah J. Maas. I'm sorry I'm such a slut for her, but Queen of Shadows specifically, I loved her world building in this. Empire of Storms, which followed it, was a little bit info dumpy and like convenience, you know, when she's like, oh, it all makes sense because so and so did this off page 10 minutes ago, and I was like, okay, yeah. But the world building in Queen of Shadows I really enjoyed. She creates fantastic, complex, vast, magical worlds with lots of different characters, and I can't complain about that. For most unique plot, I have to give this award to Pestilence by Laura Thalassa, the first book in the Four Horsemen series. This is a book that follows the horsemen of the apocalypse who come down following, well, it's kind of post-apocalyptic, but basically they bring the apocalypse. Obviously that makes sense. They're the Four Horsemen of the apocalypse, so therefore they can't be post-apocalyptic, they are apocalyptic. I'm confusing myself, but I thought it was really unique. It was done in a really cool way, and the romance element of it was fantastic, and you're like journeying and like killing people at the same time, and our girl's like, why are you doing this? And he's like, I have to do it. Great, cool. I haven't read anything like it. The 3 books following it are kind of cookie cutter, like they've definitely followed the same formula, but if you like one formula, you're gonna like all 4 of them. For world that I would want to explore the most, hands down has to be the world of Caraval. And what is the world specifically in this one called? Because Caraval, that came first, and then we are in, oh, the Magnificent North. We are in the Magnificent North, and so that would be the world that I want to explore the most. Just so whimsical and lush, and also like bad things can happen very quickly to good people. It's cool. I really enjoy that. For best cliffhanger, we have to give this award to From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I know. The ending was so predictable. I'm not denying that, you guys. I saw it coming from a million miles away, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it was so satisfying when it happened. So best cliffhanger, best heartache, best just like, just all the angst and sadness and drama. I was just like, this is it. This ending was great. I loved it. And then I quickly moved into the sequel. So best cliffhanger for sure. Then we have a tie for best steamy scene. Now, I've read a lot of steamy scenes in the 48 books that I read this year, but 2 stick out in my mind for like being the best, for each of their own reasons. So the first one goes to the boat scene in Kingdom of the Feared. If you know, you know. And then the second scene goes to the public bath scene in What Lies Beyond the Veil by Harper L. Woods. Great. Really juicy. Moving on to our last category, which is just basically awards giving out to books as a whole. For best debut author that I read this year, I know there are so many, but the one who sticks out in my mind is Gina Chin for Violet Made of Thorns. This is a fantastic fairy tale, whimsical, witchy, friends to enemies to lovers kind of book. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Our main character, she's an anti-hero and she's morally gray. I liked her. For best narrator, I have to give that award to Jacob Morgan, who narrated Father Bill in Priest by Sierra Simone. His voice, you guys, beautiful. He has a beautiful voice. Please go listen to it. For prettiest cover, I'm actually giving this to one of my least favorite books of the year, but it has to go without a doubt to Broken Bonds by, what is her name? J. Bree. These covers, you guys, are beautiful. Wow. The covers are a little bit deceiving because she's staring at a skull, and so you think like dark magic, death, you know, adventure. It's not like that. It's contemporary fantasy with paranormal aspects to it, and like death isn't a thing in it. But the cover, beautiful. All the covers in the series. The next award is the Underdog Award, and this is an award that I'm giving to a book that no one recommended to me. I didn't see it in store. I saw it on Instagram. It's an indie author, and I feel like more people need to read it. It's underhyped. It's a YA book, and it's the first in a pirate trilogy, and that would be On These Black Sands by Vanessa Rissaman. So good. I really enjoyed it. So she gets the award for The Underdog. For most bingeable series, I did binge a couple, but the first series that I like fully binged, all 4 books straight in a row, would be the Four Horsemen series by Laura Thalassa. I can't not give it that one. But for a new all-time favorite series, like God tier series, you're not gonna be surprised. Plated Prisoner, Raven Kennedy. For favorite fae story, I read several. A lot of the books I read have fae in them, but the best one that I read this year would be What Lies Beyond the Veil. This is a human versus fae situation with Seelie and Unseelie, and like animal transformation, steamy, you know, all of the things that you've come to expect from a fae story is in here, but it's definitely new adult. It has a dark beginning, it's kind of heavy and serious, and then it becomes a kind of like a captor guardian romance. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I'm on book 2. For best mystery, a lot of the books I read had a mystery in it, but this one specifically stands out in my mind, and that would be House of Salt and Sorrows by Aaron A. Craig. This is a 12 Dancing Princesses gothic murder mystery, ball gowns, ghosts retelling of a story with romance. The mystery kept me guessing the whole time. I quite liked the writing style of this and would definitely read another book by her. Best fairy tale. This is difficult. I've read a lot of fairy tale retellings, but without a doubt, well, actually with a little bit of a doubt, because I do quite like a lot of the fairy tales I read. But the one that came to my mind first is Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell, which is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. I thought the plot twist was unique. I thought, I can't really say like what it made it unique without spoiling it, but the writing was really good. It's darker than I thought it would be, but it still has like the fairy tale picturesque settings. Like I could see the Disney cartoon while reading this book. It was done so well. I keep saying things were done well. Obviously they've done well if they're getting an award from me today. Okay, the last award I have to give out is my Best Book of the Year award, and if you've seen me tier rank all of the books I read this year, you will know this one is my favorite, but I've not yet reviewed it on my channel. So once I finish the third book in this series, I will do a review video for the entire series. But my favorite book of 2022 is Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. I guess that would also make her like a new all-time favorite author if I was going to give another award out. So yeah, we'll say she's my new all-time favorite author. Award 27, but Rhapsodic is a paranormal new adult slash adult. I mean, it's pretty heavy. Book 2 has a lot of trigger warnings series, and yeah, I really liked this book. Hold up, I just realized that I did not give an award out. I forgot to give the award for most confusing book, and that would be The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I still don't know what the I read. That's all for me today, you guys. This was just short and sweet. This idea, I don't take credit for it. All of the like awards I wrote out this morning just brainstorming, but giving out book awards was inspired by my friend Maci from the Bright Side Girl, so I'll link her channel down below, and I've also seen several other YouTubers do something similar, so go check out what they say and go check out what Maci says, like favorite books and favorite concepts and favorite world building. I always find that fascinating because sometimes when you're looking for something specific, people say like, oh, it's my favorite book of the year, but you don't know why that is. Like saying that, oh, it has the best world building I've read all year can be really helpful if you love world building and plot driven stories. If you love character arcs, like finding out which character had the best arc of everyone that they read, like that can be really helpful. So I hope that you maybe found something that you didn't expect in this video. I did give several books multiple awards because they were my favorite books of the year, and I cannot wait to hopefully get 80 books in 2023. Like, we are going for it. Let's go. Let me know what your favorite books are, what your least favorite books are, all the jazz, what you're reading here in January, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.